So I wanted to say thank you to the reply video to Exotica Worship. And she also made like a rebuttal video on one of the comments. And when she was talking about someone basically saying, is Exoticals United fatphobic? Because she was saying big back beluga whale. But one, I want to give my personal, because there's connotation and there's denotation. And by the way, I would love to do a collaboration with Miss Exotica Worship, whether it would be like a live or if you just want to do like videos like this, just like going back and forth. That would be so cute. Plus, I have a lot of questions for like your profession and stuff. There's so many questions I have about that, so I would love to, open up like a space or something. I actually wanted to do one of those things where people call in like a radio show, because I feel like live is just me talking. So I would love to get like some other people talking. But yeah, so basically the comments were basically saying, is Exoticals United fatphobic? Basically because she's a plus size exotical, and they're basically saying, well, why do you want to be here? And they do that to everybody. They'll be like, oh, Exoticals United is colorist to all the dark skinned girls, or oh, she doesn't like so such and such to all like the MGM girls. So of course they're going to do it to the plus size girls. So I feel like people, when you join this community, they'll try to convince you that just like a regular smear campaign, when someone's known for anything, and somebody is jealous of what they're known for and the recognition they get for that, if you try to join their little club and this person is a hater, they'll tell you literally anything, like the opposite of whatever will make you not want to deal with this person. You know what I mean? So that was just like a failed attempt, and I'm so glad that you caught it and you were able to be like, no, try again. So yeah, I just wanted to make a reply video to that. And you definitely do look petite. So I found that really funny because big back is like, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're overweight or anything. It's more like a mindset. Like I've seen some skinny bitches do some big backery. So yeah, big back is more like a mindset, and your back is little. You have a skinny back. You're very petite. I can tell just by looking at you that you're like a small girl. So I wouldn't even consider you big back. You just like curvy and cute. So big back is like bad built, and you don't have to be fat to be big back. Big back basically just means either you eat like some crazy food combinations, or because it could mean both, that you have a broad shoulders and a hip to shoulder ratio where your shoulders are way broader than your hips. And nowadays people like big hips and small shoulders. So, and I can tell that that's how you're built. You're built like an hourglass. You're not big back. Big back is like bad built. And I know that we have like pictures of people like with bigger backs, because some people, you can't control where your fat goes. So some people don't never have an ass, don't never have hips, don't never have thighs. All their weight will go to like to their upper body. That's just how some people's bodies are. And then some people, their weight goes to their hips and their thighs, and they can gain 200 pounds and never have breast because their weight doesn't go to their upper body. So big back is people whose weight goes to their upper body, and to people who have broad shoulders. And I can tell you're an hourglass, meaning your fat is evenly distributed, and you're actually probably a pear shape. I can't see your lower half, but I'm pretty sure your hips are wider than your shoulders. So you probably be a pear shape, like an hourglass figure. So and I know there's like different terms for like different body types, like soft dramatic, romantic dramatic, but I haven't really studied those yet. I just know like slim, thick, all that other stuff. But yeah, I definitely would not consider you big back at all. So that comment wasn't, even if she was fatphobic, that shouldn't even apply to you, because you're obviously a very petite person. But yeah, I'm so glad you were able to catch that and dodge it and not let someone try to make you feel insecure. Oh, and Miss Exotica Worship, I also want to know if you're comfortable sharing what is your zodiac sign, because I don't know. I kind of want to guess. Let's play a game. I'm guessing you're either a water or earth sign, like your sun sign. I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign, so I really get along with those type of signs, and you can kind of come off like watery. But yeah, I would love to know that. But I'm glad that you spoke on this topic, because I know like in the exotical community, a lot of people feel like, oh, it's the pretty girl club, so if you don't look a certain way or something, you can't join, and that's just like a misconception. And I think the whole point of talking about colorism in itself is, again, wanting to remove like, stereotypes that we put on ourselves by white people. Honestly, that's really what it's all about. That the beauty standard is what I've always said on this channel, and that's whiteness, and the closer you are, like, to your youth, you know. So, and that's just the white man's beauty standard. They have their own golden ratio on what makes a face attractive. I think even Kevin Samuels spoke on that. But I know Afrocentrically that those measurements are different, and what we naturally consider beautiful is just different. And even Kevin Samuels said that people are calling him a texturist in the features when he said Nicki Minaj had the perfect face, who we all know is an exotical. Um, and he basically was, this is what he was saying. I'm not sticking up for this man, y'all. But basically he was saying, I'm not any of those things. I just will compare her face to the golden ratio and decide how beautiful science thinks she is. Because he even said there's a certain, it's called the golden ratio. It kind of makes up like everything. You can look it up. But he said like even babies and children and animals are attracted to certain looking faces. And that was his way of like copping out to say, oh, I'm not a colorist, texturist, or a featurist, but I'm not sold. He was kind of problematic. But that's basically what he was saying. That our black features and what we find beautiful is just different. And when you think about beauty standards, throughout time, one of the earliest figures of, something that people worshipped. So that's the theme here, worship. I'm trying to find like a picture of it. It's a little totem, and it represents the original Venus, or like the original sex symbol, and it is a plus size black woman. I've said in my videos before that dark skin and melanin is probably the most sacred thing ever because it's made in the image of God. That's the reason why melanin is more expensive than gold. And you'd be surprised how what people can do with that. People whose natural races don't have that, why they would want to mix with certain races, or why that stuff you can even buy. Like, why can at first I thought they were saying melatonin, like the sleeping stuff, but no, you can buy melanin. You'd be surprised what people are doing with it. So, and I wanted to relate, because we all know like there's colorism, fatphobia and stuff, but when you think about it, a plus size dark-skinned black woman was the original beauty standard. And I'm going to find you guys these little totems, and how sacred that is, how sacred the thing that connects all of us, So I just wanted to reiterate that when it comes to the exotical community, we do not go by white beauty standards. And when we say pretty, we mean pretty. And that doesn't matter if you're petite or not, whether you're skinny or not, tall, short. We just mean pretty. And you're pretty if you're pretty. So I just wanted to put that out there too, that just because something is your beauty standard doesn't mean that's someone else's. And I think even with Chrissy, there was like a picture on Brown Skin Exoticals video of like a pretty dark skinned lady with a synthetic wig and red lipstick and a red dress. And Chrissy was saying, oh, they used the ugly video and used reverse psychology so that when we point out that this picture is ugly, we're the ones that's colorist and featurist. Nah, babe, that was all you, because that's a bad bitch. And we already know Exoticals United co-signed synthetic wigs, so she wouldn't hate on that. That's you hating. That's you hating. We believe in a hard wig, soft life over here. So just because someone, doesn't fit your personal beauty standard doesn't mean the exotic community won't find you absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, thank you and have a beautiful day.